What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Nina, and as you can see, I'm in a new environment. Your girl just moved. This bathroom is one of the only places I'm finding peace without boxes, so it's like that on that. Hopefully, y'all will bear with me. But with that said, thank you so much for your love and support. Over the past week, I released a video about my after workout routine and how I do my hair, and you guys commented so many sweet things about how my hair looked longer, stronger, thicker, and you wanted to know how my natural hair routine and regimen was going and what I'm doing. Y'all, honestly, I'm so simple, and I've gotten back to the basics, re-educating myself and doing things that really add to my own head of hair, because I feel like we done got way off in Deep Space Nine, but I comment on that later. So today I'm going to give you some of my simple hair care routine methods, what's been working for me, what hasn't, and also some of the things I'm infusing in my daily life that has helped to get longer, stronger, thicker natural hair. And I want y'all to share below, what are some of the methods you're using, and are you using some of the things I am? All hair items and other items that I discussed today could be found down below in the good old information section. Let's get into it. While you're here, y'all, go ahead and thumbs up this video if you like it, comment, share, and also subscribe. This helps the community to grow and flourish and helps me to continue to bring you the content you love. And some of you all said you haven't received your notifications, so make sure that you're also clicking that bell and choosing all the notifications so you know when I upload on Thursdays and some Sundays. Y'all, I'm still hella simple with my natural hair routine, and I stopped following natural hair fads, chasing products, and listening to natural hair Nazis. I see you in the comments. I listen carefully to my own hair needs and not just what people say, especially when they're not my stylist and don't live my lifestyle. I don't subscribe to the don't comb like this, don't move like that, pee pop on the handstand, and don't breathe while finger combing, whatever else it is. I've learned what works for me, and when it doesn't work anymore, I do research, but I'm willing to try out new things that could work for me. I wash on average 1 time a week due to sweat buildup from workouts, and I detangle thoroughly with my Brush with the Best brush by Felicia Leatherwood. I also learned that I have to wash and clean my hair the way that it's calling for. Sometimes that involves just shampooing my scalp and allowing the shampoo to run down the hair shaft. But other times, somebody about to be big mad, I simply go for the whole hair shaft and wash my hair the way I need to in order to get out the grime. Ain't nobody got time for no stinking hair. I stick with mostly the same products, though I try new ones along the way, but not too many, because I like to keep it simple. Right now, I love Cream of Nature, most any of their lines. They just work for me. Their shampoos don't strip my hair and leave it dry and brittle. I love the coconut and the argan oil lines most these days. I try to moisturize my hair daily, and that can be just water, something water-based, or a moisturizer. And I love to seal in the moisture, and right now my hair has been loving coconut oil, my homemade oil, containing things like peppermint oil, lavender, ylang ylang, lemongrass, and tea tree oil, but I also love the pricey Olaplex No. 7 bonding oil. Castor oil truly helps with thickening the hair, and it really helps with my edges too. In the Olaplex, I like the moringa oil and the sunflower oil, which help to seal in moisture and nourish the hair. I'm also doing more low manipulation. Lately, I'm really rocking wash and goes and then buns that come from old wash and goes. And I also protective style often with braids that are not so tight that you can see my brain. And even though my hair is tucked away, I still make sure that it knows that I know that it still exists by moisturizing it and taking care of it, even though it's in a protective style, because it becomes not so protective when you don't. And my hair really doesn't take lighter colors well, so I have enjoyed using the hair color gels as well as the waxes, and I'm gonna do a video on that soon. I've been rotating the Mofajang as well as the Curlsmith. Now, I know a lot of people not gonna wanna hear this part, but I'm gonna say it louder for the people in the back. I love you, sis, but everything don't have to do with the mechanics of how you're doing your hair. Some of it has to do with what you're putting inside your body. In fact, a lot of it does. I try to consume the best foods and nutrients for the health of my hair. I stay up on vitamin E, D, and C, biotin, iron, and omega-3 fatty acids. I love my berries, fatty fish, carrots, chickpeas, nut butters, spinach, nuts and seeds. and avocados. But I've also taken Rainbow Light prenatal vitamins for years to supplement my needs, as you all know. Y'all, getting in the foods that are good for me is not always that simple. Y'all wanna come cook for me? But the way I'm getting in some of my good foods quick is by HelloFresh, and they partner with me to bring you all today's video. HelloFresh is committed to making fresh, delicious food available now more than ever. And they've taken extra steps to keep their employees and their customers safe. The food is good, it's easy to make, saves me time, and is sustainable. And they deliver fresh foods and ingredients direct to my door. And they allow me the chance to switch it up by sending me new recipes, new food items, and different things for me to try so I can be flexible. Quiet as kept, I'm a little bit lazy sometimes. So the meals give me a break from my meal prepping and planning as well. And this means less prep and less wasted food. They offer options like low-calorie, vegetarian, and family-friendly meals. And I save all the time in the world because each meal only takes about 20 to 30 minutes each. I can change my delivery dates, preferences, and skip a week if I need to. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code DrNina90 for $90 off, including free shipping on your first box. Again, go to HelloFresh.com and use my code DrNina90 for $90 off, including free shipping on your first box. So y'all, let's go ahead and dig back into these products. I had to start to really know my products and get in a great washing routine that fit the needs of my lifestyle. I still wash in both the sink and the shower, but I love the shower the best now. For my shampoos, I try to go for no sulfates. I've already shared my favorites for y'all on that. And you can find links to all this stuff down below. And as far as conditioners, I still love them with hydrolyzed protein and amino acids to help nourish and strengthen my hair. Anything Cream of Nature really does work well for me here as well because it really does soak in and penetrate my hair shaft. It gives my hair great slip. And I've also shown you all my Arvazelia Fortifying Protein Hair Mask. It's infused with argan and macadamia oil. It's thick and rich, and I promise it helps to repair and rebuild my brittle hair, especially when I've gone a little too long without washing and I haven't really conditioned as well as I should. And as far as deep conditioning, I really have gotten that down to the science of doing it no more than about 30 minutes. And sometimes I sit under my seated dryer for a little while to allow it to soak in even more. And I really love the Cream of Nature Intensive Conditioning Treatment. Y'all, this be having my hair feeling like butter. It leaves my hair with a sheen and very soft. And it can be used as a rinse out or a restorative treatment. And detangling is a big part of my routine, and I find it easiest to detangle my hair when it's fully saturated with conditioner that's been sitting on it for a bit. Now, I do that outside of the shower sometimes, maybe once a month at least, but the other times I'm inside the shower and I use that brush with the best brush, y'all, which gets through my hair and has it feeling sleek and smooth, and it gets rid of those knots and tangles with ease. And y'all, I'm able to get through my whole head so quickly. And I love leave-ins that fully saturate my hair and leave it feeling good and coated and nourished. And I still love that cheap and amazing Lot of Body leave-in, which you can find at the beauty supply for super cheap. And I also love the Olaplex conditioner, which is more pricey, but it softens my hair, seems to restore it, and leaves it moisturized. I love some Yale Organics as well, and I don't use it as much as I used to. I do know about the controversies, but at the same time, I have a lot of other conditioners that I sub in. I also make sure that I'm not overusing products, including like edge controller. Now, I'm not a person to pull my hair up in tight ponytails, so what makes my hair look tight is my edge controller. But what I found is I really don't need that much if I tie my hair up or have the time to tie it up and not too tight, because you don't want to pop them edges out. But otherwise, a little bit of edge control don't hurt nobody. And I certainly don't try to do too much with my edge line. I try to keep it as simple as possible. If I want to get jiggy with it, I do, but not too much. Now, what you won't catch me doing is playing about my moisture. Now, you can call me whatever name you want to in the book, but your girl gonna stay moisturized. Do you hear me? We ain't got time for crispy, crunchety hair. Let's save that for your popcorn. I moisturize on average 2 to 3 times a week or as needed. Remember, your hair needs moisture, but it's all about balance. And for me, having dry hair is just as bad as having overly moisturized hair. When you have a good regimen going, your hair gets used to the moisture, so you don't even have to use as much because you're balancing it over several days, as opposed to trying to pour the whole bottle on your head in one day. I also keep in moisture by rinsing off my conditioner and following up with a leave-in. Then I part my hair quickly and run through each section to seal in the moisture quickly. I like taking a little bit of water in a spray bottle and adding a little bit of leave-in. Once I'm done with that, I use like some raw shea butter to go over it, or I use one of my oil mixtures. And I have so many videos on those. If you forgot, let me give you a little bit of a lesson on sealants. I like to seal after every wash or whenever my hair is feeling more dry than usual. I seal heavy on the front end so that I don't have to weigh my hair down over time and in between washes. So what is sealing, do you ask? Sealing the moisture in the hair can be achieved by using an oil or silicone-based product to retain those moisture levels in the hair. When do you seal? Oftentimes it's best to seal our strands after applying water or a moisturizer. And sealants like shea butter are referred to as anti-humectants. And what's the goal of sealing? The main goal is to trap moisture in your hair cuticles so it doesn't get out and so that excess moisture doesn't get in. Y'all, I've also had to readjust my thoughts on my own hair's porosity. And there's several methods and ways to figure out your hair's porosity. If water sits on top of your hair and beads up, you have low porosity hair. If your hair absorbs the water quickly, you have high porosity hair. If the water sits on your hair for several minutes and then is absorbed, this is considered normal porosity hair. I seem to float between the low to normal porosity levels. I use a little bit of heat with my deep conditioners in order for them to come and saturate my hair shafts and penetrate them the best. I also like to use lighter products, things with argan oil, grapeseed oil, a lot of the oils that I mentioned for you all because they're lighter in nature. And it's a big deal for me to reduce buildup, which is why I wash once a week. Because if you have a lot of buildup on low porosity hair, it makes it harder for your hair to accept the nourishment and the nutrients from the products that you're using. So it makes it harder for you, so you're working backwards instead of forwards. So for me, I had to learn how to really work with the different types. And there's so many other tests out there for finding out the porosity of your hair, but mostly understanding that and getting it down to a science for your own hair and really seeing how it accepts products, how it works with water. All of those different things are going to help you to know the products to get, the items you need the most, and those types of things. And that has really helped with my hair's health overall. Another thing I don't play about is my hair tools. Hair tools are so essential in this game. My fingers come first. Fingers, for those of you all that don't know that translation. I use hair ties, but I like hair ties that are either protected or satin. Satin scrunchies work amazing for my hair. I have these in my Amazon shop. Y'all, these have changed the game. So I'm not doing all that snapping and all of those snafus and causing a lot of breakage around my edges, things like that. I feel like I'm doing something good for my hair, even when I pull it up lightly. Hair scarves are silk or satin in nature, that's it. My pillows, I ensure that there's only silk or satin pillowcases on them. We're not sleeping on cotton and causing forest fires in our own beds. With combs, I'm only using a wide tooth, and I don't use those very often because I love my brush with the best brush, y'all. I mentioned that like 10 times, but the brush is amazing. That's all I can say. It's just perfectly spaced. It gives you the right amount of room in order to be able to detangle, and it doesn't sound like snap, crackle, and pop when I'm using it. And I use a blow dryer or a seated blow dryer as well, and I'm only really using this 1 to 2 times a month to cut down on any damage that could occur. Also, as far as my blow dryer, I've linked what I use down below, but I don't use that often. I use it for protective styling for sure, because I really don't want to cause any damage to my hair when my hair is being braided. When it's more stretched out with the aid of the blow dryer, I find that my hair braids more easily. I'm not pulling out as much hair, especially when I'm doing my own hair, but also when my braider does my hair. It just keeps everything smooth, sleek, and keeps me from losing unnecessary hair. And while we're talking about protective styling, I do that at least 60% of the time. My go-tos are braids and updos. And I go to an amazing braider. Danny did it, and I've shared her with you guys over on Instagram. Make sure that you're following her, following me. She is dope. And she ensures that she gives me braids that are not snatching out my brains or my thoughts. She loves to preserve my edges and understands what my hair needs. And before she braids my hair, she also checks my hair health. And I do still braid my own hair from time to time. Y'all know I love braiding. It's how I made money all through school. But I don't have as much time as I used to. And when I do it myself, I make sure that I have like a full weekend to do it, so I'm not rushing and pulling my hair out. So there you have it, all my tips for growing healthier, stronger, longer hair, and more specifically, your natural hair. So if you have any tips, share them with us down below, and also make sure that you share this video with someone who can use it. Thanks you all for commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Beautiful Brown Baby Doll signing out. Peace. Check the links in the description for my free new Dr. Nina's Mentorship Facebook group, which is a group of like-minded individuals looking to progress, grow, and support one another along the way. The Now That's Life podcast is about to go into season 2, so I suggest you go ahead and subscribe to the podcast on all your major podcasting platforms. All descriptions and links for that and my free supernatural video course are found below. Special thanks to Jason Bowie of Trinity Media Solutions for co-producing and filming today's video. His information can be found down below in the information section. Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.